From the heart of Broadway, the entertainment capital of the world, where hundreds of spectators are excitedly awaiting the arrival of the stars, Warner Brothers present the world premiere of the motion picture everyone is clamoring to see, Elia Kazan's explosive production of John Steinbeck's greatest book, East of Eden, in CinemaScope and Warner Color. Starring Julie Harris, the most talked about young actor of the day, James Dean, and Raymond Massey. In just a matter of seconds, our mobile cameras will take you to the Astor Theater at Broadway and 45th Street, where the most famous names from the entertainment and social world are gathering to see this exciting new Warner Brothers picture. There's the marquee of the Astor Theater, and beneath it, waiting to greet you is your host, Mr. Martin Blott.
Oh, come on. Once a year.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and a good evening it is. Well, here we are on Broadway, and what a night for a world premiere. Looking up and down Broadway as I can from this slightly elevated platform, all that I can say is it's a great night. And I hope you're going to stay with us for quite a long time, because it'll be an even greater night as it wears on. We're going to present some of the most famous people of the film industry, the legitimate stage, the social set. And as we present them to you along with our account of this thrilling world premiere of Warner Brothers' East of Eden, I'm sure you're going to have an evening of real enjoyment. All of the proceeds of tonight's showing go to the Actors Studio. That's a training school whose alumni list reads like Who's Who of Film, Land, and Theater. These wonderful and very glamorous people have paid $50 for orchestra seats. I'm sure they're anxious to get inside and see East of Eden. So, how do you say we hurry along? But right now, I'd like you to meet a young lady who is waiting to go in. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Margaret Truman. Good evening, and it's so nice of you to be with us.
Oh, I'm delighted to be here. It's very exciting.
Look at the crowds. You ever seen anything like it in your life?
Oh, it's marvelous. Couldn't be better.
Well, of course, when you have a lineup like Mr. Elia Kazan as our producer and director, and the book of East of Eden by John Steinbeck, couldn't ask for much more, could you?
You certainly couldn't, except a fine actor like Raymond Massey and Mr. Dean and Julie Harris, I think.
I understand there are some who are going to be here this evening, too. It's going to be our pleasure to put them on. I know you want to get inside, Miss Truman.
Yes, I have to go and usher.
You're going to be the usher?
Yes, I'm one of the ushers.
Who are some of the others going to be, do you know?
Well, Arlene Harris, Francis is one, and Roberta Peters is another.
I heard a rumor that Marilyn Monroe might be one of the ushers.
Well, I did too, but I haven't seen her yet.
Well, maybe she'll show up in a little while.
When she does, it'll be very exciting.
And thank you so much for being on our camera. Look who just stepped out of a car. Mr. and Mrs. Milton Berle. Well, my goodness, more pulchritude here tonight than I've seen in a long time. Milton.
Hello, Martin.
Ruth, how have you been?
Oh, fine.
I don't have to ask you how you enjoyed Florida. It's pretty obvious.
It is obvious. Doesn't she look good? I enjoyed it, too. I got burned at the $10 window.
Uh-oh, that's not so good. That's the kind of a sunburn that doesn't stay with you so long.
Well, I want to tell you, these lights here tonight can really give you a sunburn. I've never seen so many people on board. This is the first time I ever had a streetcar be a straight man for me with these noises. But I want you to know, and I will say this on behalf of Ruth. Doesn't she look beautiful? Huh?
She's gorgeous.
That,
always.
I know,
even in front of the cabana at the pool at the Roney Plaza.
But I'm sure that this is going to be a sensational success again because of the great work that John Steinbeck has, great works that he's written, such as Grapes of Wrath and Cannery Row. And I was just talking to Elia Kazan out there, the director of this wonderful picture, and I said to him, how's the picture? And he said, well, you better go in and see it yourself. The last time he said that to Ruth and me, we were going in to see On the Waterfront.
Yeah.
And it was quite a sensation.
Quite a
and I know this is going to be wonderful. Martin, it's very good to see you.
Thank you very much for coming up to our camera and our microphone. Ruth, nice seeing you again.
Bless you, and bye.
Thank you very much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I suppose you can hear the noise that's going on in the background here, and there is lots of it. And now, on our camera with us, we're very proud and happy to have Mr. John Steinbeck, the author of this wonderful picture that's premiering here tonight. John, I suppose you're excited.
Yes, I'm excited.
Are you always excited?
I'm excited even by openings that aren't my own.
Well, I know what you mean exactly. There's something very romantic about an opening, isn't there?
Something very terrifying, too.
Yes, but I think with real talent, I don't think it's quite as terrifying as it is romantic, because it's leading perhaps to something even greater in their career. And who can tell but that this picture may be a great stepping stone for some of the wonderful talent in it.
I think that's nonsense. I think the real tragedy would be if you had an opening without talent.
Oh,
tonight we have talent.
We have talent. We have both, so we'll be very thankful. Thank you very much for being with us this evening. Well, ladies and gentlemen, cameras. You have never seen so many cameras in your life. We have a television camera here, but it's lost. Well, how do you do, sir? And
this is
all
a
I can say,
wonderful crowd, isn't
it is. Will you turn around, Elia, please? right around to our camera up here on this platform, because we have with us, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Elia Kazan, who produced and directed East of Eden. And when you see it, you'll know what a fabulously wonderful job he's done. And we're very proud to have him here because right about now, I understand that there's a lot of consideration for a certain picture of yours as far as Oscars are concerned.
Which picture's that?
A little thing called Waterfront.
Is this actually going on the air, Mark?
Yes, indeed, this is going on the air.
Glad to hear. It's a wonderful crowd.
It is indeed.
God almighty.
And incidentally, may I just say that I know that if this follows in the usual Kazan pattern, it's going to be a great picture. I haven't seen it yet, but I certainly want to get inside. And
God, I hope I'm not following a pattern now, but I think it's a pretty fair picture. I think most people will like it.
Such a pattern we should all follow.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you very much for being on our camera this evening. Get rid of that coat. It's very warm. Now, ladies and gentlemen, talent steps on stage. Mr. Raymond Massey.
Oh, Martin.
So nice for you to visit us.
Well, it's a wonderful privilege for me, Martin. I haven't seen this picture, and I'll never see Rush's, but I know the script was good, and I know that I've been directed by the greatest, one of them all.
Mm-hmm.
So
what have you got to lose?
Well, I still think he probably saw me through. I'm very proud to be part of it.
Are you nervous? Are you anxious?
I'm terrified, naturally, but I really have a great faith and a great, great admiration for Gadge Kazan, who I think is the best motion picture director and stage director living today.
Well, that's quite a recommendation, and I'm sure that your work in the picture is going to bear out what you've said. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Raymond Massey.
Thank you.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, a little feminine pulchritude, Eva Marie Saint.
Well.
And good evening. You're one of the usherettes tonight, huh?
Yes, for the Actors Studio.
And do you think we're going to have a packed house?
Oh, yes. My goodness. What a love. It must be this way in Hollywood.
It is
You
this
know,
way.
this
You've
kind
been
of
there to
weather.
premieres, haven't you?
No.
Haven't never seen a premiere out there?
No,
Well, they
just
have
one
all
here.
the lights just as we have here, and all the crowds and all the excitement.
But it feels like Los Angeles weather, doesn't it?
It is
Beautiful.
61 or something like that today, and I think Mother Nature is really helping us with our premiere this evening.
It's just wonderful.
I know you do have to get inside. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want you to take one more look. You look right up in there at that camera. Well, you had a
Yes.
very beautiful little lady, and we're so happy to have had Eva Marie Saint with us
Thank
on
you.
our show.
It's going to be a great night.
See you inside.
Bye.
Mr. B.
How are you? I'm glad to see you.
Red
Mike.
Buttons, how are you doing here?
Just fine,
Yeah,
wonderful.
I just got the record you made with Molly Goldberg.
It's a beauty, isn't it?
Isn't it a cute
Huh?
one, though? Did
Listen, go ahead.
you have to take violin or piano lessons when you were a little boy?
Well, I had to for a little while, and exactly what we did on the record is exactly what happened to me.
What was the
It
title
a real ball.
again?
Practice, darling, practice.
Practice, darling, practice.
Martin,
And
I'll be
it was very
listening
sweet.
for it on your show.
Well, we've been playing it on the show.
Wonderful.
Red, you
wonderful.
want to get inside, I know, and see this picture?
Well, I've been taking some tickets. I think it's going to be a great picture because I
You're one
always
of the-
enjoy.
You're one of the ushers tonight?
I'm one of the ticket takers tonight.
Well, wonderful.
And I'd like to go down on record as saying that I think Moby Dick is a great picture.
Well, I know it. I'm very sure it is, and one of these days we're going to see it, aren't we, Red?
Glad to see you, Martin.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's such a crowd going on around here. Colonel Warner, Colonel Jack Warner, ladies and gentlemen.
Work for us out at KFWB in Hollywood, aren't you the fellow,
Yes,
Martin
sir.
Block?
I took a little of your money,
Yeah, you're a
Mr.
chip off
Warner.
the old block of the new block.
Yes, and I have a couple of chips of my own who are looking in out here tonight. Michael and Petey and Joe.
My tie all right, because my wife is looking, and I don't want to look like the
The
well,
tie
I'm the
looks
best-dressed man
very
in town.
good, and I suppose it's a old shoe to you, shall I say?
Yeah, well, old shoe with a new heel, or something like that, or with a new sole. put it that
Milton
way.
Berle, I thought, had gone inside, but I see that Mr. Warner also can give out with a bit of this comedy.
Are we on now?
We are
Oh,
certainly
yeah, I
on
didn't know that.
television and radio.
Good. I'm glad to hear we're on both. Now,
And,
I'm very happy to be here, and I want to pay much tribute to Eli Kazan, Paul Osborne, John Steinbeck, Jimmy Dean, Miss Harris, and the entire cast, Ray Massey, a young chap named Davalos, and I'm sure the public's going to enjoy this film.
I'm sure they will. In fact, they're all here tonight, I think. Have you ever seen such a crowd?
No, not
Street
not-
just packed and jammed. Well,
Oh,
thank you very much, Colonel Jack
Thank you.
Warner.
A lot of success. Thank you.
And now, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Miss Darcell, please. Miss Denise Darcell, ladies and gentlemen. You see, it's so wonderful to attend a premiere.
Wonderful. It's just a beautiful picture, I'm sure of that. Oh, here's a beautiful girl coming
Every once in a while we have much excitement. Miss Marilyn Monroe, ladies and gentlemen. Marilyn Monroe just going into the theater, and they are mobbing her.
Oh, my. I want to see her myself. She's so wonderful.
Well, you're just going to stay right here with me because she's 6 feet away and you're standing alongside of me.
You're an angel. But I heard it was a great picture, though.
Yes, from everything that I've heard, it's going to be
it's going to be just grand.
Picture.
I'm very, very happy to be here.
Did you notice that break as the crowd tried to get in there?
Yes, oh la la.
And now, once again, they have the camera over on the front door.
Yes.
We can't very well get Miss Monroe in or out. Was that hubby Joe DiMaggio with her?
I didn't see it. She was so covered with people. I haven't seen anything. She's right there.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I've just received the signal that my good friend Ken Roberts is ready with a camera eye view of the goings-on inside the theater. So if you're ready, take over, please, Ken Roberts.
Thank you very, very much, Martin. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, you're looking at probably one of the most glamorous audiences ever to turn out for a premiere here in New York City. And it's an expectant audience, too, looking forward to an evening of thrills. And from what all of us have heard about this magnificent picture directed by Elia Kazan, the audience here tonight will not be disappointed. If your eyes are good and sharp, you can see some of the celebrities in our audience at this moment. Mr. and Mrs. Alfred Gwynne Vanderbilt are seated there. Peter Lind Hayes and Mary Healy. Robert Merrill, star of the Metropolitan Opera. I think that's Mr. Merrill seated right there, perhaps. Abe Burrows, well-known Broadway director and producer responsible for Silk Stockings, is in our audience tonight. And any moment now, we might be able to see Marilyn Monroe and Joe DiMaggio as they enter our theater. Linda Berlin is here. She's the very talented daughter of Irving Berlin. George Abbott, the well-known Broadway producer. You saw Mr. Warner just a moment ago speaking with Martin Block. And right now, there in aisle 1, you're looking at this moment at Jane Meadows, the lovely wife of Steve Allen, who is escorting to their seats the well-known columnist of the New York Evening Post, Earl Wilson. And he has with him the very lovely Miss Marcia Smith. But Earl has sent word to us that his BW will join him later here at this premiere. That's Roberta Peters of the Metropolitan Opera. I'm sure you have seen her on your television screens before, and she's escorting to their seats now the very lovely and gracious Mrs. William Rylander Stewart. Her escort is the well-known Broadway producer, Mr. Mort Gottlieb. They seem to be well pleased with their seats, and I know they're going to enjoy the picture they'll see in just a few moments.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, one of your favorite stars, Miss Imogene Coco.
Hi.
Imogene, you know, you look much more relaxed when I see you now in a lovely red, green evening dress, a very dainty string of pearls, and the lovely white jacket.
Thank you.
You look like you're out for an evening of fun.
Well, I expect to enjoy the movie. They say it's wonderful.
From everything that I've heard and from everything the critics have said, you're going to go a long way to find a better picture.
It certainly is a wonderful opening, isn't it? Very exciting.
And incidentally, before you get away from me, there's one thing I want to say, and that is I enjoyed your show the other night so very, very much.
Well, you are sweet. Thank you.
Thank you very
talking
much for
to
being with us. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the very beautiful, the very gorgeous Miss Carol Channing.
Hi.
Carol.
Hello.
How are you tonight?
Just fine.
And
I've got Joel Gray out there, and we always wanted to be a team. You don't suppose we could come here together?
Where's Joel?
He's right here.
Joel? Joel? Come on, this will make a glorious team.
How are you?
Joel Gray,
Glad
ladies
to
and
see you.
gentlemen.
Hello,
And
buddy.
what a
Hello,
team.
sweet.
I just want to know, do you stoop down or does he lean up?
Oh, well, I don't know. We thought we looked just fine the way we were.
Yes, you certainly do. Well, ladies and gentlemen, time is just about up for our premiere broadcast. Warner Brothers
Hey,
East of
Julie.
Eden will be on the screen in just a moment or two. And we've had a wonderful time here under the marquee on Broadway. Everybody is having a ball, and I certainly hope you've enjoyed visiting with us. Now it's about time for us all to go into the theater and to see this great picture. I hope you'll see it while it's here. Now, this is Martin Block saying good night to you.
Is that a piece of paper, Carol Channing? Yeah, she knows.